From the battlefields of World War II to the streets and mountains of today, this is the story of a machine that refused to die. It began in 1941. The Willys MB wasn't designed to be legendary. It was built for survival. Light, simple, unstoppable. It climbed mud, rocks, and war-torn terrain without hesitation. Soldiers trusted it with their lives. It wasn't just a vehicle, it was freedom on four wheels. When the war ended, something unexpected happened. The Jeep didn't disappear. It evolved. In 1945, the Jeep CJ-2A brought the battlefield machine to farms and towns. Farmers used it like a tractor. Workers used it like a tool. It had a tailgate now, softer edges, but the soul remained raw and mechanical. Through the late 1940s and early 50s, the Jeep refined itself. The Jeep CJ-3A improved usability. Then came the Jeep CJ-3B, taller and tougher, making room for more power. It looked different, but it still felt like the same unstoppable machine. Then came a turning point. The Jeep CJ-5 arrived in 1955 and stayed for nearly 3 decades. It became the face of Jeep. Short wheelbase, curved fenders, and a personality that screamed adventure. It wasn't luxury. It wasn't comfort. It was pure capability. But the world was changing. People wanted more space, more versatility. So Jeep stretched its limits with the Jeep CJ-6, longer, more practical, but still rugged. Then in 1976, the Jeep CJ-7 introduced a wider stance and improved stability. It felt more controlled, but never soft. And then, something bold. The Jeep CJ-8 Scrambler turned the Jeep into a pickup. It was different, unexpected, but it proved one thing. Jeep could adapt without losing its identity. By the mid-1980s, the CJ era came to an end. A new name took its place, Wrangler. In 1987, the Jeep Wrangler YJ arrived, and it shocked everyone. Square headlights. It was controversial. Purists were furious. But underneath, it was still a Jeep, stronger, wider, more stable. It marked the beginning of a new chapter. Then came redemption. In 1997, the Jeep Wrangler TJ brought background headlights. But more importantly, it introduced coil-spring suspension. Suddenly, the Jeep wasn't just tough, it was comfortable, capable on rocks, and civilized on roads. And for those who wanted more space, the Jeep Wrangler LJ extended the adventure. Then everything changed. In 2007, the Jeep Wrangler JK broke tradition. For doors, more passengers, more practicality. Some said it lost its purity, but it didn't. It expanded it. Families could now experience what Jeep was always about: freedom, exploration, going anywhere. By 2018, the Jeep Wrangler JL refined everything. Lighter materials, smarter technology, better efficiency, but visually, instantly recognizable. The DNA was untouched. Then came a new kind of power. The Jeep Wrangler 4xe. Electric meets off-road. Silent torque. Instant power. A Jeep that could crawl over rocks and whisper through trails. It wasn't the end of tradition, it was evolution. And in 2024, the Wrangler evolved again. A sharper grille. A massive 12.3-inch screen. Modern, connected, digital, yet still mechanical at heart. But Jeep had one more statement to make. A final roar. The Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392 Final Edition. A V8 engine. Raw power. Aggressive stance. It wasn't about efficiency. It was about emotion. The kind you feel when the ground shakes beneath you. From war machine, to farm tool, to global icon. The Jeep never followed trends. It created them. Every generation changed something, but never everything. Because the essence of Jeep was never just metal and wheels. It was a promise. A promise that no road is too rough. No path is too far. And no challenge is too big. More than 80 years later, that promise still stands.